Good whatever time of day it is that you're watching this. It is 5 p.m. Eastern time here in Myrtle Beach, the day after surgery. And it was a success. Went very, very well. Turns out my plantar plate ligament was completely detached from my toe bone. So that explains a lot of the pain. My pain was valid and I have a strong pain threshold, but this one was quite a tough one. But yeah, it went well. Again, was quite nervous going into it. I trusted the doctors, I trusted God. I think the thought every time like I would look at my toe, I would just like picture it being open and in the way that it's not supposed to be on a normal basis. And I think that's why I was like, ugh, let's just get this done and out of the way and get rid of all the unknowns and get through all of that. But now that I'm on the other side, made it out alive and on my road to recovery now officially, which is very exciting. I woke up in the recovery room and I thought that I had just gotten the surgery done and I was gonna be like up for an hour in recovery or whatever, but it actually turned out that I was already done with the 1 hour surgery and then also in recovery for an hour by that point. Felt like I was asleep for 15 minutes. It was actually pretty funny because with the anesthesia, they told me that once they were gonna have me start breathing deeply for the oxygen, that was when they were gonna be putting the anesthetics in. Once they actually put the mask on me, they were putting the anesthesia in my wrist with where my IV was, which hurts a lot, by the way, to put in. Did not know that. So when he was like, all right, start breathing deep, I was like, okay. And I just remember thinking to myself, I'm like wide awake, I'm wired, like how is this gonna put me to sleep? And honestly, after the first 7 breaths, I don't remember anything that happened, so I was probably just like out like a light. And honestly, I could probably use some of that now because the past week I have not slept for more than probably 2 hours solid every night. It was cool. Woke up feeling super groggy, very confused, and like the slightest part of my conscience was somewhat aware of what was going on, but I still felt like really loopy and very out of it. And again, as I said yesterday, just I don't know what it's like to be drunk, but probably something like that. I was like, whoa, like everything's just so weird, and I also felt really good at the same time. I don't know, it was really weird, very bizarre. Do not recommend getting drunk because I don't think it's a good idea. But if I had to guess, I feel like that would probably be the closest to drunk I will ever get in my entire life, and hopefully we'll never have to get to that point again. They like brought out crackers. Did you know the Gatorade comes in cans? Because they brought out the Gatorade for me in a can as soon as I was awake. So that was how the surgery went. They were all very nice. My nurses were lovely. They were great. We were laughing with them, joking with them. My mom was a trooper in the waiting room with me. She fasted all day like I had to. I couldn't eat anything after midnight the night before. I didn't even realize that my surgery was actually 2:30 and I just had to be there at 12:30 until that yesterday morning. So I was like, oh cool, so I'm gonna be fasting a lot longer than I thought. I ate until 11:59 the night before. We celebrated with a really good meal that she cooked for us. Break our fast by like, I don't know, maybe 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock. So it was a long time. We went to like pick up my meds, narcotics, which I don't think I'll end up needing to use, but have it just in case. As of right now, I'm just still in the boot. He would like me to not use crutches if possible, because if my bones can be moving as much as possible, just so that they don't stick together and get all tight, it's best even if I'm just walking on the heel. Well, I have to walk on the heel actually in the boot, so that's the only tough part. So I've just kind of been like hopping around everywhere, which is very difficult. Last night still didn't get any sleep. I was thinking, cool, surgery's behind me, I'm gonna get a great night's sleep. No. Was asleep for about an hour and then woke up, couldn't fall asleep. It was just very tingly. Like I still feel some tingliness in my foot now. Pins and needles definitely starting to wear off because the pain is kicking in very nicely. Trying to take my mind off of it, rest if I can, if not do homework, if not breathe. I got a lot of support yesterday, so that was very awesome. Even like some suggestions and just like moving forward. My friend I think said it best, I just have to start looking for and just celebrating the littlest bitsiest milestones that happen. And I would say that today's was successfully figuring out how to shower without getting my bandages wet, because that was very difficult, and I am very proud of myself for that one. So yeah, it's good. God is good. Everything is good. The surgery was a success, as I said before. I get to see him again in a couple weeks to follow up and get the stitches out, hopefully. Yeah, I'll be resuming classes probably as normal next week, hobbling around campus. That'll be interesting. I'll be able to start moving my toe just downward, not upward, but just to get it stretching a little bit. I can start doing that in about a week. yeah, it'll be great. We got games this Friday and Sunday coming up, so excited to be at that and cheering on, and it'll be good. So, day one down.